What's up, everybody, and welcome to my AEW review, the Fallout show from AEW Revolution last Sunday. Before I kick off this review, I just want to say check out my review of AEW Revolution, which is posted up online right now. I had a lot to say about that show. I went almost about, 40-something minutes talking about it, especially that bullshit explosion that everybody saw last Sunday. And trust me, I got a lot to say about the Fallout and how AEW's been trying to cover their tracks throughout this video here. So, there's a lot to say about this show, especially the Fallout and how they have handled it in the past few days, given what we saw on Sunday with several problems with that show. But we do kick it off, though, with a one-on-one match between Ray Phoenix and Matt Jackson. Since, Phoenix and Pac are the number one contenders, they won that Battle Royale to face the Young Bucks, excuse me, for the tag team titles. A good match, I should say. I did like it back and forth. I'd rather see Nick Jackson versus Ray Phoenix. That would have been better, but in a way, I just feel like it's kind of funny when they no-sell have these super kicks. Like, super kick, no-sell, pop back off the ground, another kick and everything. Just a lot of that. Phoenix ended up getting the win with it was like some type of tombstone or something. It looked like a tombstone, but I know he got the win with it. But I don't really think that match needed to go on for almost 15 minutes out there. Very enjoyable match still. It wasn't bad. It was good, but I'd rather have just, put Nick Jackson there, maybe shave off a little bit of time from it. So, like I said, not a bad one-on-one match. I'm just surprised it went that long. But Phoenix got the win. Next, I guess we go to Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley as they try to somewhat explain of Eddie Kingston having to sell that bullshit last Sunday and almost lay there for 15 minutes, which the way they're trying to explain, let me kind of explain what they're trying to explain then, all right? Kingston basically talked about when he covered Moxley, he talked about he had flashbacks in jail and, anxiety attacks and about maybe going for prison for the rest of his life. And then, Kenny think this is a joke. It's not a video game. I'm not a joker here or anything. Like, who made that bomb, huh? Who is it? Was it, maybe they paid Impact for that bomb. So, yeah, we had to take a shot at Impact, man. That was kind of some bullshit. But, they had the word acne on it and everything. And, Moxie talked about, I got my drinking buddy back. And, Good Brothers were coming for you and Omega. So, I guess they're just trying to say, Kingston, he's blaming that horrible sell on I guess PTSD. Then that's what they're trying to do it. So I guess they're trying to make the best out of it. Listen, and I know they're trying to blame Kenny Omega for, it's Kenny's fault, he's the one that made the bomb and everything just to put on a fireworks show and whatnot. Listen, I know they're trying to make this into an angle. And what makes no sense to me is that, okay, someone posted a clip of the whole promo Moxley did after the show, right? It's just now kind of funny that now AEW wants to post that clip online to make it into an angle, and then they want to start copywriting people on Twitter and stuff for posting the video and making jokes about it, trying to cover their tracks. What doesn't make sense to me through all this is that, Moxley goes through a 30-minute death match and can somewhat still cut a promo to the crowd after. But hey, Eddie Kingston, who was barely out there for 5 minutes, covers himself, has to sell like death, like he just got hit by a fucking 12 gauge, and he's the one getting carried out by paramedics and whatnot to play as a dead body for almost 20 minutes, and Moxley can get up and talk to the crowd. It made no sense, and Tony Khan has just done his best just to blame. We're gonna blame Omega. They are not good at taking criticism. There's one thing I learned in AEW, they can't. They could have just took the L and move on, but no, we're gonna make this into a storyline. Listen, the ending was bullshit. Everybody was pissed about it. It was bad, okay? I was always skeptical on this whole match anyways. The bulk of the match itself wasn't bad, but half bad. But then again, come on, you're still kicking out at 2 after I hit you in the face with a freaking exploding baseball bat, and you can still kick out at 2 apparently. That doesn't make sense, but I just look at this match. You should have probably never done it if you knew it was going to be this type of shit. It's like, and you can't act like they didn't know, okay? You knew this was most likely going to happen, so why go with this? It's not like the stuff from Japan years ago. It was a concept you could know how to mess with. Like I said, I was skeptical about it coming back anyways. So this just kind of proves my point. And then when you had that little sparkler show, like you're going to the club just to get a bottle, and that's when the waitresses bring out the sparkles and everything. That's basically what you got out there. You got no boom. I can make a whole bunch of Looney Tune jokes with Marvin and Martian and say, "Where's the kaboom?" and everything. The boom, the wrestling boom, as Jeff Jarrett would say. Where was the boom right there? There was no boom. So they are doing their best to try to cover their tracks, and I'll get to more of that in a second. I just thought it even looked kind of dumb. Oh, let's blame Impact for it. What? Where is this going? Makes no sense. Cody Roach came out. Cody, I know he gave his weight belt to a fan in a wheelchair, so that was pretty cool. He went against Seth Gargis. Cody ended up winning, put him in submission, figure four and whatnot. Cody got the microphone in, basically talking about his shoulder. And before he could say anything more about it, Pentagon, I don't know if he was at the Spanish announce table, but I guess he had his translator with him, which Pentagon says, Cody, and, his translator basically said that Penta is 1,000 times better than you. You call yourself the Prince of Pro Wrestling, that he is the Lord of Lucha Libre. And Cody, you lost at Revolution, okay? You lost. And if it's just me and you in the ring, and you have about a match, basically, I would have hurt your arm so bad that you wouldn't even be able to pick up your new baby girl, which Cody just got as pissed as soon as they brought up his kid who's not even born yet, and charged at Pentagon having a brawl then. So I am looking forward to that match next week. I do want to see that between Pentagon and Cody, though. But next, for some reason, Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy in some arcade basically want to do another match against Miro and Kip Sabian, and now we'll put a whole bunch of video game consoles around the ring. I don't want to see this match. Why are they continuing this bullshit feud? Who the fuck cares? I'm sick of it. Move the fuck on. It sucks, okay? It sucks. I don't even know how that match even made the pay-per-view. Oh, let's just do more, though. Let's do more of it, okay? Let's just keep beating a dead horse. Fuck it. Next, Sting came out to be interviewed by Tony Schiavone. Sting talked about the whole match with Darby Allin, how Darby Allin is a dangerous man, that him and the Stinger got a win out there last Sunday until Lance Archer came out and interrupted Sting. And, I don't have to prove myself in a ladder match and everything. That, he wasn't given time, and he would take that time. And basically, he doesn't have to prove, anyone that he's the face of AEW, because he's the face of this revolution. And Tony said, well, this is Sting's time, okay? Which Archer looked at him like, all right, he can get his time. Sting, and basically say, you know what, Tony, I'll see you at the next one. So possibly we're going to get Sting versus Lance Archer next. That's what I see going, because it's not like we're going to get Sting versus Jake Roberts. It's not 1992 anymore. I don't even remember what the last time they ever did face, and I'm sure they have to look that up. But, yeah, Sting versus Archer feud being teased. Next, Ethan Page went against Lee Johnson, which this was strange. Now, I don't know who's controlling the audio over there in AEW, but it looked like, what was it? Somebody said the NBA game was being played on Dynamite during the time, and they never even fixed it. And I was just, it's like you could hear the music playing. And I remember say, "Ain't no mountain high enough." And you could hear it during the whole match. It's like they could not fix the audio issue. So a lot of people said that may have been the NBA game playing in the background. But I'm like, what is that noise coming from? Throughout the whole match, it was very distracting. Ethan Page ended up getting the win, though, and still attacking QT after. That QT attacked Lee Johnson after. QT Marshall didn't even do anything about it. Dustin Rhodes did something, but QT just walked away, and they somehow finally stopped the NBA feud then as the match in that segment ended. Adam Page, who bought himself a new lawnmower, a zero-turn lawnmower with all the money, and talk about giving, those money to charity and getting some whiskey and whatnot. He invited the Dark Order members to get on there, except for the Allin Angels dude basically couldn't fit. So everybody went to go get some ice cream. I still don't know why they got him hanging with this group, but hopefully they got something better for Hangman in the future. Next, I guess we were supposed to get Christian Cage interview until Kenny Omega, the Good Brothers, and Don Callis came out talking about, the whole barbed wire match, and basically that Callis was on the microphone and said Kenny is the king of the death match, And, everybody wants to talk about him, blaming him. He's taking a lot of heat for this company and what happened at the end of that show. And Callis basically went on, credit we enjoy taking things away from Tony Khan, Eddie Kingston, and Moxley and others. And basically, we won either way, okay? The ring blew up, so it solves some of the problems. Or if it doesn't blow up, then, Kingston and Moxley will look like idiots. But we accomplished what needed to be accomplished. And then Omega, which I just didn't really want to hear him talk because I didn't know where he was going all over the place. We're going to add the cherry on the Sunday here. We embarrassed you. And then Eddie Kingston came out, just dry hump Moxley and everything to relive some of his childhood memories and whatnot. Eddie Kingston came out, was pissed off then. Kingston said, Callis said, you were once in Impact Wrestling when he was like king with the whole LAX storyline. But he had to fire you. But for some reason on Sunday, you get involved. And you want to get close to success, and you've still found a way to screw it up then. They end up surrounding Kingston, and I'm going to give you 10 seconds to leave. And then they reenacted the whole thing, and they started and Kenny said, hey, 69 me, Don, why did they do that again? Like, hey, 69 me. Like, what the fuck? This is dumb. Like I said, they're trying to make this into an angle as much as they can. But Omega got in Kingston's face then right after and basically says, come on, do it then. You want to fight? You want to kick my ass? Come on, do it right now. Do it. And Kingston up punching him. Then they all start jumping Kingston. Moxley came out for the save then right after. After that, everybody starting to scatter. Omega's still on the ground. Christian Cage walks out there then. And, Omega's about to give him a handshake. By the way, Christian still got his TNA music. Which Christian didn't shake his hand. Omega tried to punch him. Christian went for the Prettier or the kill switch, but Callis pulled him out of the ring, and Christian grabbed the title before leaving the ring then after that. So, will it be Christian versus Omega in the future? I'm sure it will, but their reasoning and trying to explain this whole explosion still makes no sense out there. They're doing their best to, but it looks bad. And just saying 69 me out there makes it even look worse, okay? Trying to make this into an angle in the storyline, not working. Tony Khan and them will not take the L. They just won't take the freaking L. Next, oh God. Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and Maki Ito went against Thunder Rosa, Hikaru Shida, and Ryo Mizunami. Baker and them came out, and I guess Maki Ito tried to do her music performance, and all the faces came out and attacked, and Shida finally attacked Ito as soon as he finished the song, and then starts to bop Shida in the head, which was barely even bopped to the head. Listen, this was just a botch-tastic match. I'm not going to watch, or I'm not even going to explain most of this. It was a train wreck out there. That's all you really need to know. It looked really bad. I really don't understand the fascination with this whole Maki Ito bullshit that's going on. I said it this Sunday. I don't really get it. It didn't look good. It's like some say, what was it in Japan? Like baby metal they call it when it comes to anime. Yeah, baby metal I think it's called or something. But this wasn't funny. It wasn't really entertaining with her. I don't understand the fascination. Like I said, I saw it during the tournament. And what? Oh, because she goes and just curses on Twitter. And now everybody believes this girl's the shit. I don't get it. And watching her. Oh, God, did you see those microphone shots? Like, barely even touched Sheeta. Barely. Then there's the crying shit. I don't know what this was. Basically, Thunder Rosa got the win. Emerald Flosion on Ito. That's all you need to know. But this match was horrible. Baker and them attacking Rosa right after putting the lockjaw before walking off. But this was a train wreck. Matt Hardy was in the back basically talking about we got to bring more money in the group telling private party. So we got these guys till April the 1st. Basically, they're going to work with, the Butcher, the Baker, and the Bunny, or the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny, Butcher, Baker, Candlestick Maker. And basically, we're going to destroy 4 people on Elevation this Monday, and then we're going to destroy the Dark Order then right after that. Darby Allin and Scorpio Sky for the TNT title, which is probably the best match out of this entire night. Very enjoyable match. By God, did everybody see that suicide dive that Darby did, which, Scorpio got to a cutter then midway through the floor, and even that power bomb. This was a fun match. I enjoyed this. Very solid. Darby ended up getting the window with like a roll up, and he basically went to congratulate Scott on a good match, but Scorpio ended up pulling him, put him into a heel hook in. Pissed off, so I guess he's heel now after this, taking out Darby Allin and whatnot. So I probably would have waited some time to do this, but given that Scorpio lost right here, I guess I wanted to pull the heel turn trigger right now. But very enjoyable match, though. I like that a lot. Next, the Inner Circle came out for this War Council thing. As Jericho said, we need to know what we're going to do before we move forward. We need to have a new member, but MJF said, no, I don't think we need the new member. We need to let somebody go. Sammy Guevara finally came back and told Jericho, listen, I know you don't want to ever see me again, but I need to show you something, okay? I just need to show you this. Basically, I went to the locker room where I guess Sammy put a camera up, and MJF basically was talking about, listen, we need to take out Jericho tonight, and I could become the new leader of the Inner Circle. But MJF said, I didn't want you to find out this way, and basically told them to attack Jericho and Guevara, but they took their time doing it, and then they basically, all the Inner Circle band together and was about to go after MJF. Jericho said, you stupid son of a bitch, you don't think we talk to each other every day? Okay, I knew there was a rat in this group, and now we're going to give you an old-fashioned beat now. And MJF tried to cover up, like, no, don't do this, because while you didn't want me to take over your Inner Circle, I was building my own. Basically, the lights went out, and then FTR, Wardlow, of course, and Sean Spears, Tully Blanchard was out there, and they started attacking the Inner Circle, beating them up, with like a glass bottle of the Hager and whatnot, beat him with a chair and everything, just taking out Santana Ortiz with the power drive and whatnot, and MJF ended up hitting Jericho, making him bleed with that Dynamite diamond, and then grabbed Jericho's baseball bat and hit him with it, knocking him out of the ring, and then Wardlow powerbombed Jericho off the stage onto some tables then. So, crazy angle to end the show, MJF out, and now I guess he's a 4 horsemen, or I guess the new 4 horsemen, or the 5 horsemen, well, basically the new horsemen and whatnot. Some would take Sean Spears out of the group. Basically, some would say he's the Paul Roma or the Steve Mongol McMichael of the group. Some say he just doesn't fit in there, but I guess I got to fit him in there somehow, since he's got blonde hair and a mohawk now. Hopefully this does work for him, but I feel like he's the weak link out of this group, because you have MJF, Wardlow, and FTR, and Tully, so he may be the new J.J. Dillon of this group, but obviously MJF was probably like the flair of the group maybe, and Arn and Tully, well, we already know what FTR are. Wardlow, I don't want to say he's the Lex Luger of the group, or maybe the I even don't want to say Arn Anderson to an extent, but Spears, he's almost like the Paul Roma, Mongol McMichael person of the group, so I'm not really sure about that. But obviously, we're gonna have an Inner Circle versus the new 4 Horsemen, or whatever group they're calling themselves right now. I'm not even really sure, but that's what they're gonna be doing. But at least it was a good angle to end off the show. It looks like they are moving on to a lot of stuff. Like I said, MJF forming his own group now, betraying the Inner Circle, or I guess you could call them the New Horsemen. The bullshit explanations they've tried to do about this whole exploding ring thing, I've already said what I need to say about that. A very good TNT title match from Scorpio Sky and Darby Allin. First match was good with Jackson and Phoenix to some extent. I like the Pentagon Cody thing. That wasn't bad. The worst thing I'll probably say was just that 6 women's tag. That was the worst thing on this entire show. Just bad, other than just the bullshit excuse over the explosion, trying to come up with blaming Omega for it, and how bad that was, and them not taking the L. The women's match was probably the next worst thing on this show, okay? So, yeah, other than that, that's my AEW Dynamite review tonight. Once again, follow me on Twitter at Hooded9890. Comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think about this show. And check out my AEW Revolution review, which is uploaded online right now, and I go through a lot about that, so check that video out too. So other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.